right, peeps, welcome to Week 9. And what Week 8 brought the camera guy was a big fat loss from Mean Johnny Greene. And guess what? I didn't even start 2 players. I forgot to change out my kicker and defense. Whoa, hey, I was just kidding. Come on back, fatty. Oh, no, I'm kidding again. No, come on. No, seriously. No, we got to do this. Seriously, okay. Week 9? Well, that's got Denver, Jacksonville, San Francisco, St. Louis, Tennessee, and Washington all on a bye. So it's another busy week.
Mean Johnny Greene, he's really mean. Mean Johnny Greene, did we mention that he's mean?
I told you not to pick that dude, but his team, well, they suck. His arm's more suited for flipping burgers. You picked a Browns player? You're an idiot. All right, let's jump into the quarterbacks for starting in Week 9. I like Michael Vick. He's back at practice and he expects to start. And frankly, I expect him to start. Indianapolis can't stop the run or the pass, and Mike Vick can do both. I also like Chad Henne at Baltimore. He's nothing special, kind of a steady Eddie guy, but I look for him to lead Miami into Baltimore and give them a game. At the running back position, Reggie Bush returns for New Orleans at Carolina. His return to the lineup should help your fantasy team out a lot, especially in point per receptions leagues. And God knows New Orleans offense needs him. Whew. All right, also like Cedric Benson at home versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh doesn't have Aaron Smith on the defensive line anymore, and I think that will help Cedric Benson's production. I wouldn't expect him to go crazy, but 75 yards and a touchdown he can get, and frankly, he'll need it. For the wide receivers, we're looking at 2 guys that weren't even on your radar to start the year. Steve Johnson at home versus Chicago. It's taken me a long time to get on this guy's bandwagon, but I'm on it now. He has 6 touchdowns on the year, and he's Buffalo's best red zone option. Also like Brandon Tate at Cleveland. This could be Tom Brady's downfield threat after he caught 1 deep touchdown pass last week, plus he has the added bonus of kick return yardage. If you need a wide receiver for these buys, look for these 2 guys, Steve Johnson and Brandon Tate. At the tight end position, I like Bubba Watson. With his former team New England rolling into Cleveland, I look for him to have a little extra motivation to perform in Week 9. Apparently the camera guy needed a break, most likely a donut break. Holy cow, that guy's lazy. Anyhow, let's get on to the defense. I like Chicago at Buffalo. Buffalo's played a little better over the last 2 weeks, but they're still Buffalo, and they're still without a win. And until they get one, I'm going to keep recommending fantasy defenses against them. I also like New Orleans at Carolina. New Orleans is coming off probably their strongest performance of the year last week against Pittsburgh. But hey, Carolina, they ain't got half of what Pittsburgh has got. That one should be easy. Now that we're finished with the starts, let's move on to the Week 9 sits. At the quarterback position, John Kitna travels to Green Bay. If you picked up Kitna to replace Tony Romo, you should think again. He threw 4 picks against a weak Jacksonville defense. I'm pretty sure Green Bay's salivating for some of those passes. At the running back position, Javid Best takes on New York. In PPR leagues, his total should be fine as he catches plenty of balls out of the backfield. But in non-PPR leagues, look elsewhere. His rushing totals have been very pedestrian, only 42 yards a game on the ground. Set wide receiver Dwayne Bowe at Oakland. He has 5 TDs in his last 3 games, but his overall numbers have decreased in each game. Plus, he has some guy's name I can't even pronounce, focusing on shutting him down. At the tight end position, John Carlson has been a little disappointing this year, and I see nothing that's going to change that in the very near future against a tough G-men defense. Statistically speaking, San Diego is the top-ranked defense in total yardage in the NFL, but Houston has plenty of weapons, and I smell a shootout in that game. Well, that covers it for Week 9. First off, I'd like to thank the cameraman for that easy win in Week 8. Plus, I'd also like to thank him for these awesome camera angles that he's given us. If you have any questions or comments, send them to meanjohnnygreen@gmail.com. Otherwise, check out my updated Week 9 player rankings at 963jackfm.com. Until next week, I'm Mean Johnny Greene, urging you to live the fantasy!